Well, good morning everyone and welcome back. My name is Doris and you're watching My Savage Homestead. Well, I got my garden all planted and I'll probably do a video on that in about 2 weeks to show you the growth that's in there. And then today I need to do dog food for my dog. So I've been inside the rest of the day and I figured while I'm inside, what I'm going to make for dinner is my Texas fried chicken. So I'm going to show you the recipe for the seasonings I put on my chicken, and I'm going to show you how I do my fried chicken. And there's 14 herbs that go into this, so it's very, very tasty. It's a really good fried chicken. My husband says this is probably one of the best that he likes out of everything that I do on my fried foods. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what herbs you need to do. Okay, this is what we're going to need to make our Texas fried chicken. You're going to need chicken bouillon, thyme, parsley, garlic powder, oregano, paprika, sage, onion powder, ginger, marjoram, rosemary, black pepper, brown sugar, and tomato bouillon. And then 1 cup of flour. And you're going to blend it together and you're going to get that mix. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. First thing you're going to need is a gallon Ziploc bag. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of rosemary. If you got ground rosemary, it's even better, but I'm going to go ahead and grind this down in a second. I need 1 tablespoon of oregano. I need 1 tablespoon of sage. I need 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. I need 1 teaspoon of marjoram. And I need 1½ teaspoons of thyme. Okay, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You need 3 tablespoons of parsley. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of paprika. Make sure you don't do a heaping one of those, it's just flat tablespoon. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. You need 2 tablespoons of onion powder. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. And you're going to need 3 tablespoons of tomato bouillon. So now you're going to seal it up. Try to get as much air out of it as you can. And if you didn't use powder and you've got raw herbs, all it means is you got big chunky herbs in there. Just roll them around in there until they get nice and fine. You can use a rolling pin if you want to on this. I just find that if I put my bag on the counter and then I just do circles on it, it just grinds up the herbs for me. So you don't have to do this if you had all your seasonings were in the ground form. Mine, since I use a lot of mine from my garden, they're in the rough form. They got bigger chunks, and then I just grind them up or blend them up when I need to, when I use them. And so there you go. Now you have your seasoning for your fried chicken. Now, with this, you're going to put in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And we're going to add our 1 cup of flour to the mix. And you're just going to blend it up. And then we go from there. Okay, for some reason I didn't realize my cat had tipped over my camera and put it on mute. So I'm going to do a voiceover here of the rest of this video, but I'm putting 2 eggs in a bowl with 1 cup of milk to make a little slurry to dip the chicken in. Now I'm going to layer a pan with some foil to prevent the chicken from sticking. What's going to happen is you're going to fry it for a little bit, and then you're going to bake it the rest of the way through. So I'm just preparing the pan right now, getting ready for the chicken to be dipped and placed on the pan. It's just very simple. You're just going to dip your chicken into your egg and your milk mixture, and then you're going to dip it into your Ziploc bag full of all your seasonings. Shake it up and then place it on the foil pan. Okay, now I got my grease going. Got it on medium, and I am now going to put my chicken legs, and I'm going to fry them on both sides for about 3 minutes each. All I want to do is get it crispy on the outside. I don't want to thoroughly cook it. I just want to crisp up the skin on the outside. As you can see, they're getting crispy on the outside, but they're not thoroughly cooked. And I'm going to take them out and I'm going to fry the remaining legs. And then we're going to get it ready to go put it in the oven. I've tried all kinds of fried chicken in my lifetime, but this one seems to be the favorite one. It's very tasty. It has a lot of seasonings in it, so it's not plain. I don't like going to a place where you order fried chicken and all they do is put salt and pepper in the batter, and it's just a bland fried chicken. So I love to have seasonings in my cooking. I use a lot of seasonings. And this one is seems to be my husband's favorite. Of all the chicken fried recipes that I do, this is his favorite. Okay, now I have them fried on both sides. Again, we didn't want to cook them. We just wanted to get the skin crispy. And then I'm going to pop it in the oven here. preheat so it can cook the rest of the way. And I have it at 365 degrees, and I'm going to do it for 40 minutes. So while I got that going, I'm going to start doing some coleslaw for dinner. I'm going to do some mac and cheese, and I'm going to do coleslaw as a side dish to my fried chicken. These are the carrots out of my garden from fall. These are the ones that didn't get very big, but they are very sweet. So I basically chopped up 1/4 of a cup of carrots. And then I'm going to do 1/4 a cup of chopped onion as well. I like to do yellow sweet onions in my coleslaw versus a white onion. White onions are very pungent, so the sweetness of the yellow onion in your coleslaw is very nice flavoring. So my poor little cabbage head. This was the last cabbage in my fall garden. I didn't want to waste it, so today it's perfect size to make coleslaw. I need 2 cups of chopped cabbage for my coleslaw, and this is a perfect size for that. I do dice my cabbage a little bigger than I do my onions and my carrots, but cabbage is the star of your coleslaw. I like to hand mix my slaw after I have everything chopped up. It just blends it evenly. And I'm going to put 1/4 of a cup of peanuts into my coleslaw. We went to Louisiana, and I had a dish that had coleslaw as the side, and they had put nuts in it. And it just gave it a wonderful texture to your coleslaw, and then the nuttiness of the peanuts, the aftertaste in your mouth after you ate the coleslaw was wonderful. So from now on, I always put peanuts in my coleslaw. Okay, now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of celery seed. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of white sugar. We're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to do a splash of vinegar to give it a little tang to it. We're going to do 1/4 cup of milk. You can do skim milk or whole milk, it's up to you. And then we're going to do 1 cup of mayonnaise to the mix. And we're going to blend that all up until it's all covered. And after it's all blended, I'm going to put a cover on it. I'm going to put it in the fridge and let it chill for about 30 minutes while the chicken is still cooking in the oven. Now, I don't think I have to tell you how to make mac and cheese, but this is not Velveeta in here. This is a different version of Velveeta that my store that I purchased from has. It's a creamy cheese. I don't like the Kraft macaroni and cheese. I just don't like the powder form of the cheese, and it just doesn't store very well. So I make my own with my elbow macaroni and another version of Velveeta cheese that my store makes. Okay, I'm going to test my chicken legs. Chicken legs, when they're done, the thermometer should say anywhere between 170 and 175. I had a couple of legs that were bigger, so I ended up, some of them were at 175 and some of them were at 181. And there you have it. Texas fried chicken, coleslaw, and mac and cheese for dinner. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.